as we'll see Lamar Jackson and the Atlanta Falcons versus Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Now Jackson. A quick slant to Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Operating from the gun. Jackson, and going deep for Hill. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep.
So this game of our, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week, two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but two teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go play action with Jackson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. He's got a man. Complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Jackson's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
What a first half he's putting together. He's over 200 yards receiving already, and he has a first down there. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield. Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Jackson now throwing on fourth down, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. And now this offense gets ready to take over the football, 1st and 10. Jackson throwing to start the drive. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. It is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And this one is incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. A little jet sweep to start the drive. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He is going to find Hill here.
Down inside the 10. Touchdown.
Tyreek Hill, 44 yards.
And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw is Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
And even 40 yards. Another milestone falling on that last throw in what has been an MVP-type season so far, as he has now gone over 4,000 yards passing.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons are on their way to a 9-0 start as they...
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jonathan Taylor halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Falcons are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of them. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Atlanta, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as
Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Jackson looking to throw right away.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that...
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now it's Jackson.
Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's Jackson, operating from the gun. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
2nd down and goal. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try.
So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. Play action. It's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep.
He's going to try and go deep again. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And this one's incomplete.
And the defense almost got one there, partner.
It could have been his first pick. He's been good so far, but you're right, that was nearly a costly mistake.
Sometimes you get a little bit too confident when the game's going along as it has been for him.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've...
Touchdown, Falcons! A.J. Brown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons... about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Now a first down throw for Newton. It's a slant to Hill. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive, nothing wrong with being electric, nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week, off to a really, really hot start.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play there for Atlanta, and even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Newton on first down. They complete it to Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because...
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Here's Newton.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now Newton on first down.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the red zone now, Newton. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the... About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Cam's going to run the option right. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cobb. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
On second down, it's Taylor. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Again, it's Taylor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now a give to Taylor. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is up. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded.
today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia.
Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they're going to get a timeout as they deal with an injured player, and it's Tyreek Hill who is the man that's in some discomfort right now. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Travis Kelce. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Jackson on first down. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there. For Atlanta, 49 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of thing.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. On first down, it's Newton. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jonathan Taylor. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Touchdown, Falcons! Tyreek Hill, 37 yards. And the Falcons are able to wipe. The offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And going deep for Hill. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Newton. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They snap it to Newton. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Cam Newton with his 5th. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. first down, Newton. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And going deep for Hill. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw, Newton. Over the middle here to Brown. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Newton now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Falcons. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. On 1st and 10, Newton. Open man downfield is Hill. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Newton now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are.
He's got a man complete. 30, 10, 5. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
That's an early.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Falcons, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Bears, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at
today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Right to the air is Jackson.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now on. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading,
a leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. A CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Falcons have moved in.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time, but lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Again, Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown. A.J. Brown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Jackson now.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Touchdown, Falcons. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first. About set to begin.
next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. Now the offense back out onto the field as he'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. To throw is Newton. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a...
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Falcons get another 3rd quarter. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. On the handoff, Taylor. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Taylor. Trucks over him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. They'll try the air now with Newton. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this.
today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Jackson, first play, going to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have a Falcons first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. And Jackson throwing once more. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, you want to talk about a bold, confident group right now, CD. Now 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions, and this is just the opening drive.
This isn't just setting a tone. That's darn near taking your flag and planting it on the opposition and letting them know we're coming after you all game long right here from the first drive. 2 times now on 4th down, picking it up. I like where they're going.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Lamar. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
dancing away at the 35. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Newton. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Newton to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Eluding the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Here's Freiermuth again. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Play action. It's Trubisky. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And some room to work.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Trubisky on 1st down.
Quick slant finding Claypool.
And into the end zone. Touchdown. Pittsburgh.
Chase Claypool.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a 1st down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Newton on 1st down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To the air again, Newton. That one complete to Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Newton.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have regained the lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a second straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Newton's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. final shot before the break. Newton. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes Chase Claypool and the Steeler offense. Helmets back on and ready to go.
He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here. Third quarter, we'll see what else he has in store for us. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They go play action. Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting.
But I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it.
So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator on the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson options out left. A beautiful fake. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will tie things at 17 all. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report.
He's got a man complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill, 91 yards. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take... We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And going deep for Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused for... The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Jackson, he's going to keep it himself.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Taylor. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll run with Taylor. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Jackson.
They'll roll him out right.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So they come out throwing in the extra session and get a nice hookup right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime. So many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They go play action with Trubisky. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Marlon Davidson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. But that time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Claypool with another catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Trubisky's ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And a nice pick up there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run again with Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now Trubisky to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for Pittsburgh,
Shot! Get hot!